Hey everyone, a very warm welcome back to the channel. Today we have another very interesting question from the chapter of matrices, and the question is asking us that if an is equal to 2110 whole power n, and this is also equal to aij of n, 2 by 2 matrix, then find the limit as n tends to infinity of the function or of the value a12 of n upon a22 of n. So the maximum time allotted for this question would be 12 minutes. Ideally, you should try to do it within 4 minutes. You can pause the video, give the question a try, and then return back to have a look at the solution. So I hope you all have tried it out. Now let us see how to do it. So the answer would be root 2 plus 1. And concepts and formulas used are that we should know how to perform matrix multiplication, pattern observation we should know, and mathematical induction also technique we should know. So what we are first trying to do is we are trying to observe a pattern. So the way we do it is we are calling this particular matrix as P, so that an is basically P power n, right? Now P power 1 is obviously this. Similarly, we now try to find P square, which comes out to be this. Then P cube is this, P power 4 is this. We are doing this so as to, establish some particular pattern that we might observe. So clearly a few patterns we are observing, that these two elements, these two elements, these two elements are exactly the same. Then another thing we are noting is that this particular term 1 comes out here. This particular term 2 comes out here downwards, right? This 5 comes down here. Similarly, in the next, we expect the 12 to come down here, right? In P power 5, okay? Another pattern we are observing is that 2 shifts to its right and comes here. What, like earlier we observed, 1 shifts to its downwards, right? Then 2 shifts downwards, that we observed. Now this is shifting rightwards. Now 5 will shift rightwards and 5 comes here. Then 12 shifts rightward and it comes here. So that's another thing we are observing. And another thing, final thing that we can observe is, what is 29? The sum of all these three elements. What is 12? The sum of all these three elements. 5 is the sum of all these three elements. Similarly, 2 is the sum of all these three elements. So based on this, we are going to form a statement, a conjecture S of n. This is a statement that an, which is equal to P power n, is equal to bn minus 1, and the sum of all these terms. Obviously, if you sum up all the three terms, you will get 2bn plus bn minus 1, right? Of course, we have also taken care that these two elements should be the same, bn and bn. And why have we written this as bn minus 1? Because of the observation that whatever term, let's say we are considering p power 4, right? So what is this term? It is simply this term of the previous power, right? So what would be pn minus 1? P power n minus 1. Here obviously bn minus 1 will occur if bn is assumed to occur in p power n, obviously. So that bn minus 1 will only shift downwards according to the pattern observation. So that's why I've written bn minus 1 here. For all n belonging to n, with b not equal to 0, of course, because here it is 0. And then b1 is 1 because 1 is here. So that's why. And bn plus 1 equal to this thing. Now, why have I written this? So basically, this is the observation of the rightward shift. Like this 2 got shifted rightward, right, and came here. Then 5 got shifted rightward and came here. So basically what we are saying is, let's say we have p power n is equal to 2bn plus bn minus 1 blah blah blah, like whatever we have written here, right? Now when we are going to find p power n plus 1, look what we are saying. I'll try to write it down completely only so that there is no doubt to anyone. This is p power n, what we have assumed, right? So in p power n plus 1, it is very obvious that this term will come out to be bn plus 1, because here it was bn, so here it should naturally come out to be bn plus 1. But this will shift to the right and become this term according to the pattern observation, right? So that's why bn plus 1 we have written as equal to this thing. Okay, now we have assumed this to be like, this is the statement which we wish to prove. Now clearly S1 is true. Why is it true? We are basically now applying principle of mathematical induction. So we are checking it for n is equal to 1. So a1 would be p power 1. It obviously comes out to be 2b1 plus b0. Basically you just put n equal to 1. So this is what it becomes. Then you substitute in the values of b0 and b1, and indeed you do get the correct value of p, which is this one, 2110. Now let us assume that S of k is true. Then assuming s of k to be true, we'll try to prove that s of k plus 1 is also true. So basically, if s of k is assumed to be true, then ak, which is p power k, would be this quantity. Now, basically the way we are defining this sequence is through this. Look, what we are saying is b0 value is known, b1 value is known, right? So as soon as you put n equals to 1 here, you will be able to generate b2's value using b1 and b0's value. You can easily put it here and you will see 2b1 plus b0. So basically putting that will give you some value like 2. Okay, then and when you put 3, so b3 will be generated using the previous two values. So that's how this series sequence is being generated, right? So that is always possible. We can always define any rule to generate any sequence. That shouldn't create any kind of a confusion. Okay, now what we are saying is p power k plus 1 would obviously be equal to p power k into p. On multiplying this out, we get this quantity. And observe that this is what we have defined as bk plus 1, bk plus 1, bk plus 1, as per the definition of generating the sequence. And so what it becomes here is that this becomes bk plus 1, this becomes bk plus 1, and this bk I am writing as b of k plus 1 minus 1, and this again is bk plus 1, but this bk I am writing as b of k plus 1 minus 1. So clearly this entire thing is nothing but s of k plus 1, which turns out to be true, because this was sk, right? If you replace everything by k plus 1, that is exactly what this is turning out to be. So by principle of mathematical induction, s of n is always true for all natural numbers n. Okay, so an is indeed equal to this quantity, with bn, with the sequence bn defined as, how are we generating it? b0 0, b1 1, and b of n plus 1 is equal to this recurrence relation. Now we wish to find this particular limit, right? But what is a1 to n? Obviously a1 to n is bn, because look, a1 to n means what? First row and second column. So it is bn, right? And what is a2 to n? Second row, second column. So bn minus 1. So it is this limit that we actually wish to find. Now in this given relation, I have divided both sides by bn. So I obviously get bn plus 1 upon bn is equal to 2 plus. Now look, I will actually get bn minus 1 upon bn, right? But that I have written like this. I have basically taken it in the division. Okay, I hope this basic fraction manipulation you understood. Now both sides we are taking limit n tends to infinity. So 2 remains unaffected and this limit gets transferred to the denominator. Now obviously this thing is L, as we have already seen above. Okay, but this will also be L. This will also be L, because I can substitute m is equal to n plus 1. So n tends to infinity, m will also tend to infinity, and this becomes this, which is precisely L itself. So L is equal to 2 plus 1 by L equation we get. We form a quadratic. We get two values, two possible values of L. One of them is negative. 1 minus root 2 is obviously negative, but clearly Bn is an increasing sequence. It is very easily observed, and B1 is greater than 0. So obviously if B1 is greater than 0 and it is an increasing sequence, so all the rest of the terms will also be 0. So their ratio will also be greater than 0. Everything will be positive only, right? So L also must be positive, and hence the value of L, which is root 2 plus 1, will be our correct final answer. So I really hope all of you enjoyed watching this solution. Make sure you like the video, comment down below what more topics you would like to see next. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. And I'll see you all in the next one.